live in a real world. Oh, balls, move on.
Who the hell is SpongeBob?
Race up to the back.
So it is.
It'd be New Year's Eve.
What is this? Tuesday?
No, it's not New Year's Eve. It's the 30th today. Wow. It's because I don't work tomorrow. That's why I'm doing it.
It's New Year's Eve and we're going to the mall. We have nothing better to do. Look, you can still see my hand with this thing, no matter what I do.
Because you have to extend it.
I did. No, maybe because I need to tilt it up.
And extend it.
There we go.
You have. I don't understand what you gotta.
Is that better? Do you feel better about this?
Yeah, you can do it even more. And tilt it so that you can leave your hand on your lap.
Look, this is good. I'm learning, baby. I'm learning. So we're going to the mall because it's kind of dark in here.
Suck it.
But you don't need to see our faces.
Suck it.
We don't need to see our faces. Because I want Nathan's bacon ranch fries, the most packed. What's that possible? Oh, people are buying outfit for New Year's. Whatever. So we finished Alec McBeal.
Oh yeah, we did. Finally.
Finally.
The last season was a little dreadful.
Yeah, it was. And the last episode was... It was sad. We had people coming in from the past that started, but it was... I don't know. I think it was forced. Too forced. No wonder the show failed. But anyways...
You gotta take into consideration too that it started in the 90s. It went into the 2000s, so... I don't know, maybe they try to do something different and it didn't work.
And I was reading Portia de Rossi's book, and I finished that today. Very sad, depressing, dark, revealing book. She took you to a dark place that was just awful. And I still think she's not fine because did she do plastic surgery?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're headed to the mall.
Or her.
What's up?
What up?
What up?
What up?
What up? What up? Click. What was I saying?
Portia.
I was talking about Portia. I feel for her. I really do.
It was sad.
I was watching her videos and how she's talking about her book, and I still feel like she has a lot to recuperate from. 20 years of being on this extreme diet that she went to 82 pounds and then in a year went to 165. Bacon, ranch, fries with cheese. How was your food, babe?
It was alright.
It was delicious.
For you, yes. It was what you were craving.
Yep.
I'm sure you enjoyed it.
I sure did.
It's good.
It's cold. The cold has arrived.
Mm-hmm.
It has been like 60 degrees for the past week.
Mm-hmm.
And it said it's like 27 today.
Mm-hmm.
I knew what I was talking about, Portia, because I can't just leave it in the air. So she went from one extreme to the other. From 82 pounds, and after she collapsed on the set of a movie, because her body just couldn't take it no more, she started to eat, and she gained 168 pounds in a matter of a year.
She
Now,
gained 160 or she went up to?
oh, she went to 100. I'm sorry. She went to 168 pounds. Then I'm thinking that she has like a love-hate relationship with food. How can you hate food so much that you deprive yourself from it, and then go to the other extreme that you love food so much that you just binge, and then she would just throw up? I mean, it's a really sad story, and I blame. Okay, I don't know what happened in her know, something triggered that for her to be this way. But Hollywood, how didn't anyone? I know people noticed. Her stylist must have noticed how thin she was, yet didn't say one word except "you're looking great." How do you tell someone that her bones are coming out that you look great? That doesn't even make sense to me. And I know that the camera adds 10 pounds, but oh, come on. You hate yours. I've never experienced something like that, so I'm not going to pretend to put myself in her shoes. But my goodness, how do you hate yourself so much?
That's what it is. I don't think she had. I don't know.
She didn't love herself.
Unless she said that she had a love-hate relationship with food.
I'm
but I think
saying
it's
that.
more of herself. I don't think she loved herself.
I don't think, no, she didn't love herself. I'm dark. To put herself to that extreme. And girls nowadays are going through the same thing that she is going through. They see these models, they see these actresses on magazines, on video shoots, on what else? On TV, on shows, and they all have these perfect bodies, supposedly. But, you know, little by little it's coming out that everything is being photoshopped. And even these actresses are against it. Some of them are coming out and saying they don't want to do that no more. But what are we teaching our teenage girls? What beauty is supposed to be? It's outer, that you're supposed to be a certain size to look good. 11, 12, 13-year-old girls wanting to be a size 0 when that's the age that you're hitting puberty and your body is growing, it's forming, it's developing, and that's the way God intended it to be. So why does Hollywood want to push that agenda of being skinny? But like I was saying, I just feel somewhat angry and somewhat like, what can I do to help young girls that are going through this? And never, thank God, had a problem with my body. I was really, really skinny growing up, and of course I was called names, a lot of names, for being so skinny. Then when I got married to this wonderful fellow right here, my body started to transform into a woman, but it's supposed to happen.
A woman.
It developed pretty late, but it still happens. Now I am like double the size that I was, right, when I got married. But I feel, it depends on how you feel inside and what people make you feel, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, that's probably one of the reasons why she did what she did too, because of the way people probably made her feel. But mostly what she felt about herself. Insecure.
Very insecure. I guess it's how you grow up. Well, you know what? I grew up in a church environment, in a house that, you know, God was the main focus of it all. And I'm not gonna say that that's the reason why I never felt though like these people do feel, but even everyone has their insecurities, right?
Yeah. Everybody does. The thing is, when you have people around you, it's expected, I guess, that people would want to help you.
You have to love yourself. Even boys, men have their own insecurities, and we have to be careful what we say to people. If someone is overweight, the way of telling them you're overweight, especially family members, is not you're fat. If you're gonna say something like that, then be prepared to try to help them out to lose that weight. My husband gained a lot of weight. At his heaviest, he was almost at 300.
Yeah, it's 275.
Yeah. So I decided to make a change. And I started to cook differently for him to lose that weight. And he looks great. And another thing is, his body is not built to be skinny. He has big bones, and I love it though. So I know that his body's not proportioned to be fat, to be skinny. He's just big boned. So he looks good with being built husky. And we have to keep that in mind, that some people are not built to be skinny.
We go to Barnes & Noble?
We want to go to Barnes & Noble? Sure, we can go around. 'Cause I'm always thinking in my head. Always thinking in my head. And when it's time for me to reveal it, I can't express myself. It has to be in writing that I write better. But we should love ourselves the way that we are, the way God created us. Everything in proportion, and not go one extreme to the other. If you are feeling some type of way, don't isolate yourself from anyone. Don't think that you can't speak to anyone, because these diseases make you isolate yourself because you don't want nobody to see the way that you are. Just come on, if we see people that are too thin or a little too extreme to the other side, we shouldn't be afraid to say, hey, can I help you out with something? Right?
Yeah.
Or is that even hard to do nowadays because people are sensitive?
People are sensitive, but still, I mean, if you have a relationship with someone and you care about someone, it shouldn't matter. There should be some way that you figure out how to tell the person you need help.
Yeah.
We all need help in something or another.
Yep.
So that's why we have relationships, friendships.
Yep. Well, this is why we supposedly call people friends and family, right? So we can help out. But unfortunately, everyone is to themselves nowadays. Some people are. And before we know it, people are committing suicide because of the way that they look, the way they are. It's not the way to live. We were created to be happy, to be loved, to love, to eat, to enjoy life, to enjoy each other. Barbra Streisand, classic beauty.